Okay, you know what? Everyone ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Five mysterious creatures caught on camera. A creature in a cage.
In a
This
cage?
next video was supposedly filmed by a backpacker who was making his way across Eastern Europe.
Eastern
The clip takes
Europe.
place in a rundown Romanian zoo.
Okay, so it's Romania.
Okay, so I'm in this really crappy zoo in Romania. They got this really weird creature caged up. It looks like some sort of deformed human. I'm gonna try to eat
Also, dude, like that face is like so dramatic. Not gonna lie, this sort of face.
some footage of it.
See this guy like had wet pants. Okay, so it's in the dark as well.
Guy filmed some bizarre creature that is
Yeah, this is a hoax.
being held in a cage at the zoo before a zookeeper forces him to turn his camera off. In the video, the backpacker says that he is filming in, quote, a crappy zoo in Onești, Romania. Now, it bears mentioning that there actually was a real zoo in Onești, Romania that was shut down because of inhumane treatment of the animals. And as for the other people in the video, they are actually speaking Romanian. So really all of this only goes to establish that this video might have been filmed at a real rundown zoo in Romania. But I'm not trying to convince you that the creature is real or
Yeah, and I think there's also like the movement as well.
even that the setting is legit.
Yeah, the movement just looks a bit.
I'm just giving you the few facts that I know.
I don't know, man. It's just something about like the lighting, the movement. I mean, maybe that's why it's in the dark, so it can just sort of hide that the fact it's just like a 3D, like a CG model.
And the rest is for you to decide.
Also, I think also the sound that it makes. It's just, it sounds human. It just sounds human for all things I considered. So, wow, I'm actually sort of like, usually I don't jump to like, VFX as like the, usually in these kind of streams, I don't like always jump to VFX as like the conclusion or as like, what I think it is. But today, that's plenty of things that I'm just calling it as like VFX.
So, is this a mysterious creature?
I mean, looking at even for it could be a guy in a suit as well. So, now I'm thinking of it, right? Maybe this is a guy in a suit, and he just sort of like make this, like create like this, like made up this whole lore behind like this creature just to like get, I think maybe this is like, it's a rundown zoo and maybe they're desperate for visitors. So, yeah, wouldn't put it past to just like for them to pull this sort of thing.
Creature caught on camera? Or an elaborate hoax filmed on location in Romania?
Yeah, I think from here also looks sort of like a mask as well. So yeah, I'm gonna guess this is a suit. Okay, maybe it's not VFX, but likely a suit. A dude in a suit.
Let me know what you think.
Like, I can even, okay, maybe like, I think some shots, I think I can kind of see like one mustache as well. Like in some, okay, maybe here? Maybe here? Oh man, I'm going frame by frame, things that I said.
Let me know what you think. Gremlins.
Gremlins is Chibidoki.
A CCTV camera at Kato nightclub in Singapore films an
Wait, Singapore? That's that's like my neighbor, like Singapore.
average night of customers drinking and having fun at the popular night spot. However, late in the evening, the camera catches a very unexpected incident.
Okay, there's like, what, a chair moving on its own? Okay, how did no one notice as well? I mean, maybe the bar is empty, so they just didn't notice it. That makes sense. Okay, I can't quite... This could be like some sort of like a... Again, if it were to be hoax, it could be just like literal strings pulled on the chair. But let's continue. Okay, where did the child came from? I saw like a child here.
Now, the falling bar stool is bizarre enough, but then we see some strange little person or creature running from the scene. Now, this, whatever it is, doesn't run like a small child. It seems to move way too fast for its size,
Okay,
and of course the staff would never allow a baby to run around a nightclub unattended at 3 in the morning. So, just what is this mysterious figure that goes running behind them?
It is a
It's like 3 in the morning.
debate that has raged for millennia and only intensified with the invention of video. Ghosts! I bring you a new video that is going to prove the existence of ghosts, but this time with a twist.
This strange clip was featured on the syndicated television program Right This Minute. This TV show chronicles current viral videos across the internet.
Yeah, all mainstream media.
Now, one regular part of the show features the very skeptical host, Ollie Pettigrew, debunking online paranormal videos. But even he didn't know how to explain this video.
Now, I told you it was a video with a twist.
Should I start praying now?
This is Kato singing.
Okay, it could be just a child coming out of like in the corner, like here.
Should I start praying now?
Like
Yeah.
yeah, almost like disappear into. I think it's also like a like in a way you can sort of see it came up from like out of a corner.
Should I start praying now?
This is Kato, Singapore. The reason I know it is one of my mates opened this bar and runs it. Even on Facebook, he's posted, "This is kind of weirding me out." So I would have called bull, but my mate runs this place and he's going, "I don't know
Your
what."
mate, who owns this bar, has a friend who's a host of a national TV show that airs in Singapore.
He didn't send it to me. It was found by our researchers. This is just a coincidence. But this is Asia. People do not like ghost stories in Asia. And if they think there is a ghost in a bar,
I
done.
think okay,
So is this a mysterious creature?
okay, it almost came out of corner. Like I can sort of see it comes like this kid runs out of a corner. But then again, I mean, at least according to this guy, right?
Caught on camera, or just a hoax? And is that just a very, very fast little baby running around a late night bar?
I mean, you have no idea. I mean, even crawling, like even babies crawling, they can be very fast. So I'm not gonna put it behind it. This kid, it could be just really fast, and plus it's also like what you're talking about, like a really potato CCTV quality here, and this is like what, like 6 years ago. I mean, CCTV camera quality these days is not that much better. Like if I'm being honest, so like the stool could be okay. Again, the stool here could be like, you know, paranormal, or could be just like a prank about that kid. This gremlin, so-called gremlin here, I mean, could be like a literal child. But then again, what's a child doing in the bar at 3 a.m.? Okay, where is Kato? If it's like, let's say somewhere around like Changi area, right? Because I know there's a lot of history in Changi area. Like it has sort of like one of like the more like famously haunted places in Singapore. Like it's usually in Changi area. So if this Like again, I'm not too sure. Like I've never been there before, but it says like Chinatown, like Tanjong Pagar. So again, if it just say like the timing, right? It's 3 a.m. Like what the hell is like a child in a bar doing at 3 a.m.? Like that's not a place like a child should be there as well. But so there is also like that one fact that I have to reconsider. I think it's just sort of like the circumstances, like in its own it's explainable. Like it could be just like a string and it could be like a little, just like an actual child running, and because of like the CCTV camera quality, it could be, you know, just make it look very like ghostly. But if you factor in also like the kind of place this is and also like the time, then it just sort of like muddles the water a little bit. Yeah, the most Occam's razor thing is just like this is an actual child running, but again, the timing and everything just makes it even more like harder to explain. So
Bar. You decide.
yeah, unexplainable.
Something in the trees. In this next clip, a farmer in India is out at night searching for some missing
India.
sheep using a night vision camera.
I mean, I just saw
doesn't
like
find
this
it-
really funny clip, like a Bollywood movie clip. It's like so wild.
Sheep, but he does find something.
Okay, India. It says looking for sheep, right?
Something. Farmer in India is out at night searching for some missing sheep using a night vision camera.
Okay.
He doesn't find a sheep, but he does find something.
Okay, what is it? Also, the music is just not helping. Like, I'm actually more scared of the music than the video itself, which I think it's also something that it's a lot more toned down in like a newer video, so I appreciate that. Yeah, but this video is like old, very old. I mean, in like, you know, all things considered, in internet like age.
In the video, we can see what looks like an angry creature of some kind perched in a tree as if ready to pounce. The farmer sounds petrified and runs away.
Okay, it's in a tree.
And if this clip is for real, I guess we can safely assume the worst when it comes to what happened to those missing sheep. So is this an angry creature hanging from the trees? Or is it just some really good CGI work?
Okay, it's on a tree, right? So I'm gonna say this is sort of like a bird plus. It's also like, look at like the size of this branch here. Like it looks very skinny. Because if you want to like judge from like the side of the leaves here, right? This is a very skinny looking like branch. So I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm standing between somewhere a bird or like a primate. But it could be an insect as well. Like when it comes to like biodiversity in India, it's also, they're very diverse. I mean, but yeah, but like I said, it's just there's a lot of animals in India. Okay, maybe this is like a better look at it.
Kind perched in a tree as if ready to pounce. The farmer sounds petrified and runs away.
Okay, I think there's also like the movement. Can we look at the face too? Like it's doesn't quite match this one. But there's also like this movement here that I don't quite understand. But I think there's also taking into account like the very skinny looking like arms thing I saw. That's why I thought it was a bird. Okay, so it could be a bird of sorts. I mean, it could be a snake. What is it? Oh, hold on, I just saw something that caught my attention. I mean, these are very tiny, so it could be that. These are too tiny, but then I saw something also. Wow, we're going way too deep on this one. Like, what's this? Indian flying squirrel. Okay, maybe we have our culprit here. Maybe we have our culprit here. I mean, it looks small enough to like make it like looks like, you know, make the leaves looks big, and there's also like the stands here.
Let me know what you think down in the comments.
It also has like a rounded feature. I'm also have to like chalk it up to like this like the camera quality to make it like looks very like distorted look, but I think I found our culprit here. This could be a flying Indian giant flying squirrel. And because I think it was because like the way it stands, like the way it crouches, right? It's very like it matches quite nicely. Just like look at like the stance here. I mean, it's just sort of lacking like the head shape. So, but I mean, I can't say too much. But my current, but yeah, I think this is like my current like running theory. This could be a flying squirrel, or it could be like a creature that was like that was undiscovered like by science up to this point.
Landfish. The guy who captured this next video initially thought that he had discovered some mysterious new species of land-dwelling fish.
Oh, it's a mud skipper. Yeah, it's a mud skipper, right? Or it could be like a slug. It looks like a slug as well. I hate slugs.
In the video, we see what looks like the organized migration of a school of fish, but over land instead of water. Well, it turns out that this bizarre behavior is completely normal for this type of fish, called a mud skipper.
Yeah, mud skipper, because like this is why I just immediately know what's this, because sometimes my father what he likes to do sometimes is he'll actually take us like out of town for like a family dinner. And a lot of time is like we just not like have any sort of like it's like seafood, and it's like super fresh seafood that's like literally just caught right off the coast. And what he does is he'll bring us to like this coastal town, like sometime like it's very near to like either like the coast or like near like the mangrove area. And from there you see a lot of these creatures. So
mud skippers are actually able to breathe air while out of the water by absorbing oxygen through their skin. And they can walk by using their fins like little legs. But mud skippers aren't the only fish that can easily walk around on land. There are many others, including the Malaysian walking fish.
Dude, it's just so like give me whiplash. I'm just hearing Cantonese. Let me just go back a little bit.
Can easily walk around on land. There are many others, including the Malaysian walking fish.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of like a dialect there. I think it's a little bit of I think Hakka or Hokkien. I'm not too sure.
And the snakehead fish, which is considered a highly valuable food source in many Asian countries. In this video, filmed in a Chinese restaurant, we see a snakehead that has somehow escaped the kitchen and appears to be making a break for it through the dining room.
Yeah, for me this is a normal sight for me because I just seen so much of them, but it's still
so
cool.
While these videos are definitely mysterious creatures caught on camera, well, the mystery's kind of been solved already. But still pretty freaky.
No, it's not freaky. They're cute. They're cute. Come on.
Under the bridge. A man filming the skyline along a highway.
And I mean, sometimes not gonna lie. Even sometimes when out of town, when my dad would bring us to like this little like coastal mom and pop restaurant to just sort of have seafood. Sometimes I would just like to walk out and just like go outside, look at like the ground, and I could just spend hours looking at like the mud skipper. Like I still do that. Like I do that as a child, and I still do it like like these days. So yeah, actually not gonna lie, it just brings back some memories. Like when it comes to like those sort of like those experience.
Kiev, Ukraine gets a shock when he pans his camera over to a large pedestrian bridge.
Oh, I've seen this one. Like, I remember there's this one show on, I think Travel Channel, I think it's just like paranormal caught on camera. Like it's literally like a show, like this kind of show on like TV, like Travel Channel. So and I've seen this clip from there. Yeah, I think it's an ape escape. It's an escape monkey. Yeah, it is a monkey. It's an ape of sort. Yeah, this is
Something appears to be quickly scaling along the underside of the bridge, 80 to 100 feet in the air. But whatever it is doesn't exactly look human. The mysterious figure seems to have very long arms, and as it effortlessly crawls upside down underneath the bridge, it seems to be using its feet to crawl along the bridge as well as its hands. Now, there are certainly no species of apes or monkeys indigenous to the area. So, just what is this mysterious...
Okay, wait, there's no monkeys or ape indigenous to the area, so... Okay, where is this from again?
Filming the skyline along a highway in Kiev, Ukraine, gets a shock when he pans
Oh,
his camera over
Ukraine.
to a large pedestrian bridge. Now, there are certainly no...
Okay, what about like Ukraine? I thought it was Russia, like I think I misheard somewhere. And I think I also might have just pissed off a lot of Ukrainians now. Sorry about that. I mean, for all we know, it could be an escaped like zoo animal as well. Probably. I know, it just looks a little bit like an orang-utan, a little bit.
species of apes or monkeys
Yeah, but the orang-utan, their legs are not that long.
indigenous to the area. So, just what is this mysterious creature? Or could this just be a man who's developed a bizarre and amazing talent to scale bridges with his hands and feet? Let me know what you think.
Or, I mean, now that he says that, right, it almost looks like very human-like, like the length of like the limbs is very equal to like they're all equal, like the length like of the limbs. Like monkeys, they tend to have a bit of longer arms than legs. But this one here is like quite equal, so I'm gonna say this is an escaped convict. what, you know, like logical reason would someone want to like climb under the bridge like this? Unless you just like really want to escape from like, you know, somewhere. So, you know, my running theory, this is an escape convict, so...
Let me know what you think.
So yeah, that's the video. So we got 2 out for like today.